Greetings and welcome back to The Booth, the first and only podcast dedicated solely to WVU women's basketball. I'm Chad Adkins, and I have the pleasure of being joined this episode by Shane Terrell. And we're recording in the basement bar booth of Mario's Fishbowl Suncrest on University Avenue in Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the world-famous Fishbowl.
Cheers.
Cheers, sir.
I don't know why that's one of my favorite parts.
What? Drinking beer?
The cheers.
Oh,
I like the
cheers.
cheers.
Well, drinking beer's associated with
Well,
it, so that's how you know. But it's been we entered the gauntlet and we got a nick. We got hit.
Yeah, armor got chinked, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, we'll just go over the Texas Tech game real quick. I mean, we looked great in that game pretty much throughout. It was just we won by what, 23 points, you know.
It's definitely a solid performance.
Yeah, everybody looked great, but especially Kaya. Kaya Watson looked great.
Yeah, 19 points. I think that tied her career high. I believe that was a tie with her career high. Yeah, she's how many times have they said it? She's the glue. She's not only the glue, she's kind of outperforming what she's been doing this year with scoring and stuff. So wow, just great game.
Yeah, and we were shooting lights out too. You know, 7 of 12 in the first quarter, 10 of 16 in the second quarter. We were shooting like 60% at the end of the first half, and then we shot 68% in the third quarter.
It's hard to get beat when you're shooting like that, for sure.
Yeah, and it's hard to even compete with it, and that's kind of in a weird way. All right, we finished up total what? Well, we finished 56% shooting for the game, but we did have a 30% shooting in the fourth quarter. We put a lot of. I mean, I don't even think we had a legitimate guard out on the court. I don't think that fourth quarter. It was complete bench players. We had 4 bigs, and I believe Jayla was running the offense.
It was an all play. We got Tears Moore was back. She at least got some minutes in. So hopefully she's back on the mend and will be a contributor soon.
Yeah, we could have used her in our next game. This one on Saturday against Baylor.
Yeah, she didn't get any minutes in that game. I don't know if she's just not quite healed up. I don't even know what her injury was or what she's at. We never did really find out. But, could have used a little help there. I think that game had a lot to do with sort of the way we played against Texas Tech. They played against Baylor, played against us. I mean, they were just shooting lights out in the majority of the game. They got out to a little bit of a lead, and we just couldn't seem to ever overcome that lead.
Yeah, what did they shoot? They were shooting exactly 50% through. They shot 50% through 3 of the quarters and 41% in the third quarter, ending up with 48% for the game. Shooting 38.9%. I mean, that was another one of our problems. We shot 20. We almost had to shoot 23 threes to their 18, and they still made 2 more of them than we did, even though we shot 5 more. But it was just we were off. Even the commentators on TV were talking about how we were just blowing layups underneath.
Yeah, we did miss some I don't want to say easy shots, but shots that made it to the rim, and just thought it was just one of those nights that instead of dropping in, they dropped out. They were right there. It weren't like they were bad misses. I don't think we took bad shots. It's just one of those nights they weren't falling like we needed them to fall on the road against a team like Baylor.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. We did pretty good on the rebounds as well. I mean, they out-rebounded us by 8, but we got them on the offensive boards by 3, which is pretty nice. I mean, for us to win that stat's a pretty good, but that comes from those missed layups too.
Yeah, Kaya Watson again. She had 15 rebounds in that game. So
yeah. She was definitely the player of the game.
Yeah,
I think for the stretch.
for the stretch for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a great 2-game stretch there. And I think another big contributing factor to that loss down in Baylor was JJ's foul trouble early. I mean, that's kind of when they went on another run. That's when they really started to pull ahead. It was tough to get her in there. To compete without her in there.
Yeah, she got in foul trouble and didn't had to sit for a little bit. But she was still a little bit off, even when she was playing.
Yeah,
field goals.
What was her field goal percentage?
4 for 14.
Yeah,
I mean,
great.
1 for 3 from 3. 100% on free throws, 4 for 4. So that's good. But in general, not a typical JJ kind of night.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't. I mean, she still got 13 points. She still got over 10. She still got 3 steals.
Oh yeah, no, I mean
but it was weird.
Still a solid performance.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, but that's the thing. I mean, if she would have played to even where she got 38%, 40%, field goal, she would have had another 6 points, I would say.
Yeah, I mean that was a tough game on the road. We knew it was going to be tough, I could be wrong, but I think they went on maybe a 9-0 run, and we just never seemed to recover from that. They had almost 5,000 people in the crowd. You can't.
Yeah, you can't underestimate the value.
The home court advantage is real.
Yeah, but I mean, for our Tuesday night game, we had 2,400.
Yeah,
which wasn't horrible
it's not
for
bad.
Tuesday.
We can do better, but for Tuesday night, that wasn't awful.
Yeah,
and I think the men actually played. I think they played Tuesday night as well. So I mean, that kind of splits people from maybe making it out to a game. But
yeah,
hey, the support's appreciated. Y'all get out there and check this team out.
Yeah, definitely. Let's take a look at coming up after these games. But the thing is, I think if we just play our average game, what we do averagely, on average, when we have our rematch here in Morgantown, the title, I think I don't think it's going to be just lights out guaranteed that they're going to win again. I think
it's going to be a different game for sure. Yeah, I mean maybe we can compare the game. Not really, because when we played Iowa State, we was up big and then kind of lost that lead. This one we just kind of got behind and never was able to get back into the lead. But I think when they come to our house, it's going to be different.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, now they have to travel. I mean, that's one of our longest travel games too. And then that's something that still just floors me about the Parity. That what is
some of the games you look at, you just never really know. It's hard to judge because this team lost this team beat this team. I think a lot of it comes down to styles and matchups.
But to lose by 14 points to Brigham Young, that Baylor just did. That team just lost in the teens to BYU.
I don't know. I don't understand.
How? But what I read up on it, they said they shot like we did. They shot horrible on that game.
I mean, there's nights, I don't know, one team's just going to be on, one team's it's just not going to be their night, and you tap one to you're at home or away. I mean, there's a lot of factors to it. That's why how many basketball teams go undefeated? Not many.
It's a rarity. That's
a
for
rarity.
Sure.
Everyone's going to have an off night. You just hope it's not on the most important night. But
yeah. But that gets us into the games coming up. We got I hate to say it, but we got a cream puff tomorrow night. TCU. I mean, they're 2-9 in the conference. I know we try to jazz them up and make them feel good about themselves, but I mean, come on, they're 2-9. They've had I mean, they've had to have walk-on players come in the middle of the season just so they could, put a team out.
It's an interesting story. I mean, they had to forfeit a couple games this year just because they didn't have the players, and literally asked anyone on campus, like, can anyone play basketball?
Yeah, they had open tryouts, open
and
tryouts.
they picked up a couple players, and got back into playing some basketball. But yeah, they're definitely they've been hitting the head with the unlucky stick. But
yeah, but I mean,
but I don't think it's still a team we can fall asleep on. We've traveled and lost an away game, and I'm pretty sure that the team just stayed there. They didn't come back. So they're out of sorts of what their normal routine is, and you just don't know. I mean, if I was going to bet on the game, I'm not a betting man, but if I was going to bet on the game, I'm definitely betting on WVU. But
yeah,
I'm just saying, girls, don't take it for granted. Don't fall asleep on it.
Yeah. But then coming back home on Saturday, it's number one in the conference coming into the Coliseum. We got Oklahoma with their one loss currently, only to Kansas State. Like we said, they've had some. It's weird. They had some bad losses earlier in the year, and I think that's why they're 17-6, but they're 11-1 in conference. And let's see, some of the teams they lost. You were Princeton, but Princeton is a ranked team. They lost to Tennessee, lost to UNLV. Wow.
Yeah, and I have not followed it to.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Was there some key players out? I don't know.
Potentially, but I mean, they lost to Southern. That's not a great team. That's probably what put them in, low in the rankings. Right. But I mean, they're 11-1. They beat Kansas State. They beaten Texas. They got to play Baylor coming up this week. So I mean,
that'll be one to watch. Yeah.
I mean, so they've got, who do they have left? And they've lost to Kansas State, beat Kansas State. They just beat Iowa State by 16. They got Baylor and then us. And quite honestly, then they got Texas again. That's their next biggest run.
They're winning where it matters right now, I guess.
They're almost like us. The parity games aren't getting them, and they're winning big games. So they have ones. I mean, like I said, Texas and Kansas State, two top 10 teams they've already defeated, and they're still only ranked 24th in the nation. I don't understand that. Or no, they're 22nd now, aren't they? Right?
Yeah, there was some movement. I don't.
Yeah, we dropped down to
24th, and I think they might be 22nd. Yeah.
Yeah, we may have done a switcheroo there.
Which. I don't know. Does it?
I mean, they got size at the guard. What do you mean?
I mean, just rankings. I don't know. There's part of me like I don't know. Just I did definitely deserve. We should stay in the top 25, and outside of that, I don't know how much it matters.
Yeah. We're going to get in the tournament,
right?
I just hope we can get Coach Kellogg's 23 wins. I'm sure we can. We've got to be able to. 3 more wins out of the season.
Yeah, I mean, we should have one tomorrow, and then we play TCU again at home, right?
Yes. Yep. So we got TCU.
So that should be, in theory, 2
and Oklahoma State.
Wins. Oklahoma State. Yeah, I mean, sneak another one in there. I mean, let's win this. Let's win tomorrow,
But this is the gauntlet. I mean, we got TCU. Granted, that's our cake. Oklahoma. This 3-game stretch after TCU: Oklahoma, Kansas State, Baylor. At least 2 of the 3 are at home. On that, at least 2 of 3 are at home.
Protect the home court. Let's not lose at home. How about that?
Yeah,
we'll be good shape.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And steal one on the road or at 2.
Yeah. What is it? I can't even read that. Low. I can't even read. It's Rays. It's the Rays game at the Oklahoma game. I don't know what that means. I don't know. We're old and we don't have our glasses on. Well, I have my glasses on, but I'm blind even with them on.
Something.
Yeah.
not make your screen bigger?
No,
Are you going to edit this out?
probably not. I'm probably going to ridicule. No, I'm not.
All right.
Don't
Something
let
about
it
tobacco, it looks like. Blow something low, don't.
Leave the damn tobacco alone or something. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a tough game. I mean, Oklahoma, looking at them, they got a decent-sized guard. She's a transfer from Louisville. Their big scorer is – but what's amazing about them, they don't – I mean, it's a team effort with them. It's what it really looked like. Everybody's – I mean, they have 2 players that are averaging above 10 points. That's it. They're nobody's really averaging more than like 6 rebounds a game. It's just everybody around. That's what's weird.
They're spreading it around. Yeah, I mean, and that makes the team difficult. You know, you can't just shut down this player down and you're shutting the team down. You know, you got 5, probably 6, 7 other players that can step up and impact the game. So,
well, yeah. It's just, the leading rebounder is what's her name? What's her name? Skylar. Yeah, Vaughn. But and she's also the leading scorer, but she's averaging 50.7, which is respectable. And the next one is 11.8. And then, but I mean, they're up in the higher single digits. But that just shows what a team they are. They don't have that standout star. But I mean, I'm not saying it's interesting how they're playing. But
I mean, we're kind of. I mean, you know, obviously JJ sort of gets all the attention, but we got. We're kind of there, you know.
Yeah.
I think we're a piece or 2 away from being that kind of team that you're not shutting. You shut one person down, there's the rest of the team is gonna step up. I think we're pretty much there now, but we could use another piece or 2.
Yeah, but it's coming. It's coming. We we met. Gosh, I can't even remember her name now. The new recruit out of Los Angeles.
Agubata. So right. I get.
All right. Right.
So now Eric Babu and Destiny.
It's hard. I am going to have to do some editing here. I mean, I'm going to have to. But all right. So, they got the. We got Agubata that we actually met at.
At the
Coach
Kellogg's radio show. Yeah,
seems like a great kid.
Yeah,
she hadn't had biscuits and gravy or a pepperoni roll.
I just ask. I think when is the next?
I don't know. Next Monday.
Is it?
Probably,
probably next Monday. Yeah. Well, she was at the last one again, so I'll have to corner her and ask her if she's had a pepperoni roll yet, some biscuits and gravy.
But yeah, we got her and Jordan Thomas. I mean, we're getting some pieces put in here. She looks like a beast, old Agubata. I mean, she's tall. She looked physical, you know. And she wanted to have a pepperoni roll too. She was asking where she could get one. So
well, and it's interesting. Her story is interesting. You know, I don't know all the details, but essentially she's finished high school early
and came here
to get her feet wet, I guess, and just see how this program's going. And
she's been traveling with the team.
Traveling with the team. So no, that's cool. And I mean, I think Mark Kellogg and his coaches are just going to be great recruiters, and we're the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
I just feel so good about this program.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's just going to be nuts. She looked great, Jordan Thomas. I mean, we got these pieces coming in that'll really be able to punch people in the mouth in the bit. Well, we're gonna. I mean, I'm not saying that we're bad or anything, but we're just going to get more better players in here, and it's going to get ridiculous. But I think it's just going to be a battle here in the Coliseum. Everybody needs to come out and support this team. We got the number 1 team in the conference coming out, so please come and support this team on Saturday.
I do already have the tickets gone for this Saturday's game. But if anybody does want more tickets,
Yeah, we'll find a way.
Find a way to get you there. Just reach out.
But so that brings us to my very most special favorite part of the show, Shane.
I'm leaving.
You beat it then. I don't care. My favorite part of the show, JJ's Jays. JJ's Jays is a game that we play where we try to guess the point totals for JJ.
I keep giving Chad the pin.
Yeah. He keeps trusting me, sucker. But no. But anyways, whoever guesses closest between, well, there's usually three of us. Ryan isn't here. But whoever guesses closest to JJ's points total during our period gets 2 points. Second closest gets a point. And the person who's farthest away gets no points. Last week, I guessed closest. So I got 2 points. Ryan was second closest. He got a point. As you can see, starting to pull away a little bit from you, Shane.
I'm not doing very well, am I?
No. You're getting all cocky and stuff there for a minute.
I guess.
See, and karma came back and bit you right in the ass, didn't it?
That's all right.
Didn't it?
I'm going to do better.
All right.
I think I was doing better until we started changing the rules.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do you want to do?
I don't know. What are the rules this week?
It was whoever leads goes first. First, you changed the rules and said whoever loses to go first. And then Ryan changed the rules and said whoever is.
So in theory, is the person in the lead at a disadvantage to pick first?
I don't think so. I don't think it matters. I just don't think it matters. Whatever. All right. All right. You want to go first?
All right, I'll go.
All right. So the first game of the series is against the basement dwelling TCU Horned Frogs. 2-9 in conference. How many points will JJ
TCU, I'm going to go 19.
19. It's a road game. It's a road game. I think JJ's a little bit pissed over the 13-point performance. I think I'm going to go 24.
Going high.
Well, I think she's going to ball it out down there and wherever TCU is. I don't know where in Texas. Where the hell?
TCU, I think, is that Corpus Christi area?
Yeah, I think it is. I think so. I think you are correct. Horned Frogs. All right.
We'll have to fill Ryan's in later.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we'll do all that. We've done this before. This isn't our first rodeo. So, second game at home, Saturday against Oklahoma.
I'm going 21.
21, he goes up against the higher ranked team.
It's a home game. It
is a home game. I'm going to go 20. I'm going to go 20. All right. So for the total for the week for Shane, we got 40 points. And for me, I've got 44. And we'll put Ryan's totals along with ours right here. No, you come back and we'll wrap it up. Unless you got anything to say, you got anything you want to talk about?
No. We didn't really talk a whole lot about individual players this episode. We did bring up Kai Watson. And we always kind of give a shout out. I think we kind of already did give her a shout out.
Yeah. We talked about it all.
The last two games, she's played really well. I think in general the team's played well. We didn't shoot maybe as good as we needed to against Baylor to get the win, but I'm just happy with this team.
I mean, I was disappointed with the loss, but I wasn't disappointed with the team.
Right.
I mean, you're going to have those off nights, and it was amazing for them to battle as off as their shot was to keep it that close.
Yeah, and they came back even, when it was it looked impossible. They were still fighting to the end, and had some steals late, and had they made a shot, I mean, they almost came back. I mean, they did not quit, and that's all you can ask for. Don't ever quit.
Yeah.
Now, aside from that, just man, y'all come out and watch the game. I mean,
yeah,
it's a good time.
Yeah. Got the number one team in the conference coming out on Saturday. Get your heinies out there and get them in a seat because we need the sport. Well, they need the sport. We don't.
Yeah.
They do. I know.
I mean, if you want to support us, just buy us a beer and bring it down to us.
Yeah.
That's all the support we need.
Country Roads Lager. That's what we like to give over there. Oh, we get it there. We get it quite a bit anyway. All right. Well, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for us. For Shane and the non-existent Ryan, I'm Chad. Until next time, we'll see you at the Coliseum.